open stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Florida's offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Daniels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Davidson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And into the end zone. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And as he throws, he's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. White wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Black. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Baldridge. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Sparks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for room, it's Davidson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Bringing the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Oh, he's got a chance. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. moving away from pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets it out quickly. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got a man. It's Sparks. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. White going to attack through the air. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bears will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Davidson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they've regained the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Just about timeout set to get this second half underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quickly to the tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. White wants to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for room. It's Davidson. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Davidson. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop. White going to attack through the air. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Baldridge. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minute.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down coming up. Direct snap. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bears come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of one. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And here comes the offense on second down. Got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sets up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Good right down the boulevard. And they go back on top. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Baylor! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Give to the running back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the...
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always is so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Vanderbilt is running away with things. And boy, if this keeps up, the party is on in Nashville tonight.
We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. White wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Now they'll run the draw.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down. The one play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This to tie things up in the final minute. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie it up. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. White going to attack through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. A first down run in the red zone. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Touchdown, Gators! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Florida! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. White wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the 2-pointer will win it.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.